My name is Alexis Story, and I'm a junior at Clyde High School. I grew up in a Christian family, so I've always gone to church my whole life, but I really started to understand it in 5th grade. When I first started to realize it, I was thinking about the rest of my life. I realized that he died for me, and I knew that he would be able to help me, so I decided to make the decision to let him help me and put my trust in him. When I was in 2nd grade, my dad got diagnosed with cancer. I didn't really understand it at all. All I knew was my grandparents were going to be taking care of me and my brother while he went and got surgery in Indianapolis. And they were gone for about a week when he got his surgery, and he came back, and it was all really different because we had to be careful hugging him because he had just gotten surgery. And I still didn't really understand why he needed it. It kind of just happened, and then he healed and it was all okay. I was in 7th grade, and my parents called us into the living room again, which at that point we had already known that it was back. And that was probably one of the hardest days of my life because I understood what cancer was at that point, and it was really scary because none of us really knew what was going to happen. Throughout 8th and 9th grade, it was just a bunch of different chemos of them trying to find something that'll work. I started to see a change in him where I could see God working in him also, where every morning he would blast music through the house, and before he would take his medicine, he would pray over everything. And then I would go to school and I'd come home and he'd come home from work, and then we would blast music again and seeing that even though there was so much happening, we were still praising God and we still trusted that he had a plan. The whole time he was in the hospital, it was kind of like this giant nightmare that you couldn't get out of. You didn't really know what to do, what you were thinking, what was going through your mind. So throughout all the school days that I was at school and I knew he was in the hospital, all I would do was pray all day because I was insanely stressed and anxious about everything because I didn't know what was going to happen. No one knew what was going to happen. But through that whole time, we still just trusted that God knew what he was doing. My whole entire life, all we said was, he's going to get through this. He's going to be one of those miracle stories where God heals him and I'm going to have him for the rest of my life. And my mom came in my room and she told me that he was gone. And at that moment, I cried, obviously, because that's a really hard thing to go through. And I didn't really know what to think. I was kind of it was almost surreal. Now what do I do, I guess? And so I kind of just laid in bed and stared at the ceiling for a half an hour. I was praying. I was okay, God, I know you're gonna help me through this because you've helped me through everything else that's happened throughout my life. And I may not know what to do in this moment, but I know you do, and I know you have a plan, and I know you did this for a reason. Even though I don't like that plan that you have had, I know that it's for a reason, and I may never know that reason, but I know that I'll be able to get through it with him.